Hey guys, it's Michael here. Now, this video is just going to be me. Um, I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 9:40, 9:50 in the morning. Um, it's been probably 5 or 6 hours, and I haven't went to sleep since the accident. The hit the deer. Um, been doing a lot of thinking, and I fucked up. I really fucked up. Um, I don't remember why or how I got on the subject, but some reason I wound up uploading the photos to AI, and AI told me that there's a high probability that Allstate is going to total my car over a deer. I didn't bring Tony into this video because really he would have no emotion. It's not his car. He really, I mean, the most he can say, yeah, that sucks, but you know, I'm 29 years old and I've never dealt with this before. Never, ever have I ever dealt with this. And I don't know, I'm upset because I love the car. I'm a big Ford guy too, on top of that. I mean, I have 100,000 things running through my mind right now. And I just, okay. So let me lay it all out for you guys. How about that? So I got the car 2 to 3 years ago. After taxes and title, all that stuff, I think it was like $19,200, $19,500, something like that. And I can't remember how many years I've had the car, maybe 2 or 3. It's a 2017 Ford Fusion, so, and this is 2025. This is actually November 30th, 2025. So it isn't like an 8-year-old car. Um, but the book value. See, when I got the car, it only had like 19,000 some miles on it. Within 3 years, I've put it now has like 75, 76,000 on it within like 2 to 3 years. Some people say it's a lot. Uh, I say it's about normal because I don't really. I may go for rides sometimes, and sometimes I might make a 100-mile trip just going for a ride. I know that sounds crazy, but when you live in a small town like Sanford and there's literally nothing to do, all you can do is just get in your vehicle and ride. Especially whenever I would say like 90% of Sanford is all country back roads, so long back roads. So that adds to it. Like most of the roads are long and they're back roads, so that adds to the mileage. But whatever, right? So that's not what we're talking about. So I did a short. You guys saw the short, um, where I did an actual video where it was, since it was daylight outside of the damage, and so you guys can see a little better what it looks like. Um, anyways, sorry. Like I said, I have 1,000 things going on through my head, and I keep getting distracted because like I'm this scenario pops up in my head, and that scenario pops up in my head, and this happens and that happens, and okay. So like I said, I owed 19,000, or I got it for like 19,000 some change, and I'm thinking that I've been around like the 3 year mark because um, I owe like 13.5 on it now. So that's pretty big chunk paid off of it. My payment was only 340 a month. So again, like I said, I owe like 13,500 dollars on it like now. So it is financed through Mining Cats Bank, State Employees Credit Union, so or SECU for short. If Allstate totals the car, and I have no gap insurance on the car, just regular old full coverage, what North Carolina requires. Um, if Allstate totals the car, um, I'm only assuming they might give me anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 for the car. So that means potentially that I have $5,000 to $7,000 on an upside down loan, or you call it negative equity, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be very, very, very hard to get the bank, and especially our credit, Monty Cat's both credit has took a hit the last couple of years. Literally on one thing. Long story short, we make payments on something, and because it's not the full amount, even though they agreed to a lesser amount. Okay, let me actually just tell you. So I got some couches from a company called Farmers Furniture, and my payment was like $185, and well, it got really expensive, and we just couldn't do it. And we told them we couldn't do it, so they were like, "Look, if you just pay $60 a month, we'll allow you to just pay $60 a month." Ever since we signed that new paperwork with him, they're reporting to the credit bureau that I think that's a missed payment, I believe, or yeah, something like that. So that's really hit us a little hard, and all it was couches. And because it was couches, they wouldn't allow us to give the merchandise back. So that hurt us quite a bit. Our credit's not great, and it's not terrible. It's in the rebuilding the fair stage. So, I think it's like a 560 on Credit Karma, and like a 620 on Experian. So, like I said, I'm not entirely sure if the bank would even allow us to roll over that, that money that's left over, negative equity or upside down loan, whatever you want to call it, over into a new vehicle. Puts us in a very bad spot. It's a really bad spot, actually, because if I just, let's say the bank doesn't do that. Just say the bank doesn't allow us to roll over. Well, that just means uh, I'm just gonna be like, hey, you know what? That 8 grand, I'm pocketing that. I'm putting that in my pocket. Or, you know, that 6 to 8 grand that Allstate pays me, I'm putting that in my pocket. If that's how it works, because it is, you know, it is finance. So I don't know if Allstate will just pay the bank directly or if they pay me. If they pay me, I'm just gonna pocket the money. If the bank doesn't allow me to roll over what's left over, if I pay them whatever, because I was going to take the money that Allstate gave me, like the 6 to 8 grand, and like make a big dent into the money, the $13,500 that we owe. Um, but you know, if the bank doesn't allow us to roll over into a new vehicle and keep our payments about the same, I'm in a very tough spot. Very tough spot. You know, I just. So, I mean, I'd pocket that money if the bank doesn't allow us to roll over. And I've also posted the photos onto. I'm in a group called Ford Fusion Family or something like that on Facebook. And like 99%, maybe 98% of people that commented on it, and it's been a bunch of comments, have said pretty much, you know, this told. I know possibly that I could do a buyback if the insurance company tells it, but one, I don't know how to work on a body, or you know, I'm not a body shop technician. I work on mechanical stuff, man. I don't know body work. And I'm not even like the best mechanic. I'm what you call a shade tree mechanic. I'm a, you know, DIYer, you know, to save money kind of thing. I don't J rig stuff, you know, I don't make it crappy when I fix it, but I am a, what you would still consider a backyard mechanic, or, you know, shade tree mechanic, or whatever you want to call us. I don't know everything, but I know enough to keep my car on the road, kind of thing, you know, maintenance and how to change this part out or how to change that part out. But as far as body work, nope. I don't know anything about body work. I don't. Well, don't know nothing about body work. So even if I did buy the car back, was it just gonna sit in my fucking driveway? I don't know how to fucking fix a body. Whoever's watching this, I hope you can level with me and understand where I'm coming from. The sadness and the frustration. You guys know me. I'm usually hyper and laughing and, you know, just trying to have a good old time, and, you know, but I'm really stressed about this situation. Like, I'm really stressed. Um, I don't know what to do. I feel like all hope has been lost. I feel like we're about to ruin my credit and Kat's credit over a fucking deer that I could control. It's not like I was out here drinking and driving or some shit and I'd crashed into another vehicle. It's not like, oh, I was speeding and reckless endangerment and hit a pole or something. It wasn't my, you know, it was a deer. It wasn't my fault. It's not like, I caused it. It's not like, but I feel like I'm the one that's being punished because of this. Excuse me. Last night's supper is coming back up. Had spicy pork chops, which are really good. Anyways, uh, but I don't know. I feel like life's about to really, really get very hard for me. Right? Like, I feel like my world's about to turn upside down. I feel like my world has turned upside down. And the thing is, today is a Sunday, so the insurance adjuster was not there. The body shop is closed. And on the way driving it back home, once I got home and I turned the vehicle off, I heard some hissing, so I don't know what the hell's leaking. I'm afraid to open the hood because I don't want to damage anything else and cause more damage. I'm shivering and it's cold outside, so that's why I'm yawning. It's not because I'm actually tired. This stress has kept me up all night. Literally all night. I've not went to bed yet. It is already, the sun has went down for me and came back up for me already. I'm literally at a loss of words. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I feel like everything's just fucked me. I mean, literally bit me over, smacked my ass, and stuck it so damn deep in me that there's no return at this point. I thought about a GoFundMe, but I don't know if that'll work. Who the hell's gonna give me any money? Thought about then I thought about maybe if Allstate does total the car, you know, taking that $8,000, putting down a down payment somewhere else. I don't fucking know. I know I need a vehicle. That's what I know. That's the ultimate goal. And if Allstate will just find it in their mercy not to bend me over, spank my ass, and put it so far up into my ass that there's no return, if they would decide to be nice and not total my shit, that would be what would be more preferable. And yes, I probably could use a better analogies and some gay shit, yeah, about bending me over and all that other stuff. But that's just the way it feels. It just really feels like I've been raped. I mean, not necessarily raped, but you get what I'm saying. It just felt useless, and it feels like there's no coming back. It feels like my life's over, because my car was my way of providing for my family, for my home, running errands, paying bills. Yes, we have another car. We have a 2021 Toyota Corolla. But that's not my car, that's Cass' car. And that car strictly goes for her to go to work and back home. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to repeat myself. I don't want to feel like a broken record. But I absolutely love my car, my Ford Fusion. That was the car that we all used. That was the car that me, Tony, and Kat, we all used to go places. To, like, when we went to the grocery store, or we needed to go to the bank, or we needed to whatever. We need to go get cleaning supplies or whatever. that was our go out to get what we need, do what we need, while Kat's car was hers to just to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Long time ago, before I got that car, we just had Kat's car, the 2021 Corolla. And we hot seat the fuck out of that car. I mean, we really hot seat that car. Well, see, Kat currently works in Cary. At the time, she worked locally here in Sanford. So it was like, like 15 miles there. I'd have to go get her, or I'd have to go drop her off. 15 miles there, 15 miles back home. And same thing at night. Go pick her up, 15 miles there, 15 miles back. That's 60 miles. And then any errands I had to do that day, which pretty much you might as well say I have to go somewhere at least once a day. And just to get to main town of Sanford, you're looking at like 10 miles. And then 10 miles back, that's 20 more miles. That's 80 miles in a day. So they're putting on miles like crazy on a car. So that's why we wound up getting a second car. So we didn't have to put so many miles on Kat's car. So the car could last long enough for us to actually pay it off. And it not being a junkyard before it got paid off. That's why we got the Ford Fusion. I don't know what to do. And then the scenario about if the bank doesn't let me roll over, I'm probably going to have to be forced to even steal just so you know what, screw it, and make a fucking car payment on a car I don't have. The bank could take me to small claims court, and there you go. Whatever we own or whatever, the courts could make us sell it or give it away to the creditor, the bank, to pay for what we owe left. You know? We're in a tough spot. A tough spot. Pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to insurance companies. But then, whenever something actually happens, they only want to, if it exceeds 70% or 75% of the actual value of the car, they want to throw their hands up and say, "I'm done. I don't want to deal with it." You tell me, how the hell is that fair to us? That's not fair to us. Yes, I'm angry, and if you hear the ambulance coming by, no, I didn't kill nobody because I was mad. But I don't know if y'all hear that. But anyways, I don't know. You guys that are watching this, help me figure something out. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm baffled. I'm beyond words. I don't know what to do. I mean, every scenario that I have went through my head, every possible way, every road in my head that I have thought about, has all leaded pretty much the same way. I am getting bent over. I don't know what to do. with that being said, if you guys are willing, if I wind up doing a GoFundMe or whatever I do, I'll post it, do whatever I can to, and hopefully you guys will help donate. I'm not asking for no money. I'm not sitting here trying to beg for money. That was not the intention of this video. The intention of this video was to prove, or not to prove, but to show my frustration, my anger. I almost want to cry. I mean, that sounds silly for coming from a man, but you know, when the odds are stacked against you, you feel like there's nothing you can do, and then there's just, what else is there to do but to cry? And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. My daddy taught me a long time ago. A man can cry. A man is allowed to cry. A man is not allowed to cry about something like, oh, I stubbed my toe or whatever. But men are allowed to cry. And this whole thing about, you know, masculinity and trying to say that men are not allowed to cry, we're human too. We're human, okay? But I'm not trying to ramble off on all that, but if I do do a GoFundMe, hopefully, you know, you guys would be gracious enough and help me out. You know, like I said, I'm not asking. The video was not for me to ask for money. It was just, this video is a lot of things. Thinking out loud. This video is about trying to ask for advice. This video is for documentation. Anyways, I was going to do a bunch of editing stuff and incorporate like the little screen recording I did of all the comments on the post of that Facebook group I did and all that stuff. But I think this is good enough. I'm not even gonna do no editing. I just raw, just like this. Besides, that's what me and Tony said in the beginning. We told you guys it's all raw. That doesn't make sense. Well, whatever. What we meant by raw was like we're not leaving nothing out kind of thing, but that's, or we won't edit anything out. But I was just gonna do a side by side of the little screen recording in this, but I don't think it's necessary. It's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Well, with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching all this. If you guys have any advice, please let me know. I've never dealt with this. I don't know what to do. I mean, I know as far as like, you know, I've already started the claim process, you know, through my insurance company, but as far as after the fact of once they do, or if they do, tell me it's totaled, what I do after that. How do I get another car? Is there any programs out there? Any help, like, you know, for situations like this? Is there anybody there to help you in a situation like this? I mean, I can't be the only one this happens to, stuff like this. So somebody out there has got to have been through this, and I don't know. I guess I won't keep you guys any longer. But I just wanted to, you know, basically let you know what was going on and maybe get some advice from you. But if you've stayed this long, I appreciate it very much. And hopefully the next video you see from me will be good news. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.